Yeah, greetings, dear precious audience and esteemed academician. This is Estamala, your firstly and successful global educator, corporate trainer, SDG, ESG, and technology enthusiast from Malaysia, who not only focus on a life but also desire to see others excel in their lives by offering quality education for all. Our dedicated project team of Elegant Empire Education welcomes you to the Real Talk with Experts Team Forum. I'm gladly welcoming you again to another episode on STEAM Education Forum, and we are privileged to have. Yeah, I'm gladly welcoming you again, yeah, to another episode. Today's topic will be the 21st century teachers skill. So for this, we have Dr. Savita Mishra from India as our honorable guest panelist. She is school principal of principal of Vidyasagar College, India. She is a philanthropist. She is an author. She's many, many, many. Okay, so she's an international speaker as well, and she's a researcher at the same time. So that's why I said she has many, many, many. She's a very generous person. She's a public figure as well. So now we will, in this forum, we will explore transformative strategies, empowers communities through knowledge. Together, let us engage in insightful discussion on teachers' skills that inspires action and foster collaboration for sustainable future with our honorable respected panelist, Dr. Savita Mishra. Welcome, Dr. Savita. Welcome, Dr. Savita.
Yeah, good
Can you
evening,
hear
ma'am.
me?
Good evening,
Yeah,
audience.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Namaste.
So,
Namaste. Yeah.
yeah, namaste, namaste. Yeah. So, welcome. It's really good to see you again. And Dr. Rania, the floor is yours.
Mhm. Thank you so much, dear Estera. Warm greetings from Athens, from Greece, dear all audience around the world, parents, educators, and students. Welcome to the Real Talk with Experts, hosted by me, Professor Enya Lampu, and Professor Dr. Esther Mala. I'm advisor at Elegant Empire Education. I'm a STEM instructor researcher. I'm working at the Greek Ministry of Education and the Greek Astronomy Space Company. Welcome again all to our education lifestyle journey towards 2030. This forum is powered by Elegant Empire Education International, a prestigious educational-based organization which focuses on quality education for all, regardless race, country, and religion. Our idealistic visionary founder, Ambassador Professor Esther Mala, focuses on upholding a quality education that develops individuals from all walks of life to their potential, which ignites curiosity, enriches knowledge, and nurtures personal and professional growth. Her vision matches with the mission of Elegant Empire Education since it curates a diverse range of online summits, workshops, webinars, and training sessions led by experts and outstanding leaders from various fields. Elegant Empire Education creates an inclusive and supportive environment, and by harvesting the power of technology and innovation, and through this platform, we aim to collaboratively organize educational events that will enhance knowledge dissemination, skill development, and fostering lifelong learning global community. Elegant Empire Education strictly follows the slogan called Education for All. And today we have with us a very renowned and expert speaker, Dr. Savita Mishra from India, who will enlighten us on the topic 21st century skills. It's a topic actually which reflects the need of the hour because the pace of technological advancements, globalization, evolving workplace demands a new set of competencies that go beyond traditional academic knowledge. So 21st century skills are important, we're going to see, because they equip individuals with the tools necessary to navigate all the challenges and opportunities of a rapidly changing world. So welcome, Dr. Savita. We'll start with my first question. First, how 21st century skills differ from traditional academic skills?
Yeah, again, welcome audience. Thank you, ma'am, Esther Mada ma'am, and Rania Rimfu ma'am for this opportunity to interact with the audience. Yes, there is not very much difference, but this little bit difference is very significant because what happened in traditional method of teaching, like all methods are based on the teacher-centered method. Teachers are just coming in the classroom. Teachers were teaching and students were learning. So this is the concept. But now the situation is changed. When we talk about the 21st century teachers skill, that teachers must be expert in digital education. And we talk about if we talk about the 21st teachers skill, we have to emphasize upon the life and career skill, digitalization, communication, collaboration, learning, and innovation. So now all teaching methods are changed into the child-centered method. Whatever we applied earlier as a teacher method, like lecture method, demonstration method, discussion method, we have the power to change those academic traditional methods into the new method, which is based on the child centered method, activity centered method. So if you see the national education policy 2020, which has recently, as you know, that we follow in India, and we see the teaching methods in NEP 2020 has given all methods are based on the like child centered method. So, and this method is very much essential to develop these skills, because now the children are very advanced. They know everything. The world is in the fingertips on them, and they can, if you teaching wrong method, they will identify, and that is very embarrassing for the teachers. So it is very, nowadays it is very important for the teachers to like update them in the 21st teachers skill.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
perfectly said. The national education policy, I have read a lot about this, actually has now tried to shift the emphasis on soft skills. What was happening
Yes,
before, it was the
yes,
hard skills. There is a focus also now on practical application. In the past, it was only theoretical knowledge. Lifelong learning adaptability. In the past, we had a fixed knowledge, integration of technology. You mentioned about digitalization, collaboration, global awareness, and not only localized learning, problem solving, innovation, as you mentioned, student centered learning. And I think it is the methods of assessment, because now our national education policy speaks about assessment of process and not assessment of outcome anymore. So how we can prepare for future careers of students and not to prepare them for academic success. Academic success is not anymore our goal.
yeah.
The goal is preparation for the ever dynamic and new challenges in the world.
Yes.
So, in what ways have advances in technology influenced the demand for 21st century skills?
Yes, this is very important question. And you know that without technology, education is not the real education, because with the help of technology, we can give each and everything to our students. And teachers must be expert in digitalization, like artificial intelligence. We can use so many things through the help of artificial intelligence. There are so many apps under the artificial intelligence, and teachers use it for the development, for the holistic development of the students, like evaluation or interaction session in the classroom. Like if students are not understanding the difficult topic, teachers will teach these difficult topics with the AI, so students will understand very easily. Audio visual aids, like experiential learning, we can use the different types of artificial intelligence, so the students will learn how to do things. Because you know that if we just see, and if we just listen, we may forget. But if we children will do the activity, they will remain in their mind. So with the help of digitalization, we show them the different activity they will do, and the retention power is very high. So in 21st century skill, digitalization is very important, and teachers must be expert in digitalization. Like there are very simple few things, like email downloading, uploading, Google Classroom, or some like use of AI, or some use of like apps, online apps. There are few things on teachers should be expert. Then only we bring the both soft skills, life skills in our classroom. And you know that NEP has told about the 360-degree result. So that 360 degree result means that is the holistic development of students, not only the scholastic but in non-scholastic also. So that only we can create through the digitalization.
Yes, perfectly, perfect answer. And of course, technological advances, as you said, reshape the skills which are demanded 21st century skill. But now we actually need a balance for digital literacy and creativity at the same time. So we need to balance these two and introduce what we call human-centric skills. That could be emotional intelligence or communication or storytelling or leadership of people management. Managing teams requires strong leadership that prioritize empathy and motivation. So this has to do with how all these set of skills actually are valuable, but 21st century skills are more holistic now because they try to balance technical skills with more human-centric skills. So we talk about blended. The blended skills are more sought after nowadays because they're adaptable and flexible to our rapidly evolving global technological landscape. Thank you so much, Dr. Savita. So how do these 21st century skills prepare for success in the global economy?
Yes, it is 100%. You can say that digitalization has their role in the success of individual, because if today we are connected and we are connected with the audience, this is only due to the digitalization. And if we think about the global economy, there are so many areas where individual can excel, individual can go and earn the money. So with the help of digitalization, they will be expert in so many areas. They will connected with the global people. They will know about the different aspect of the business or a startup, and they can start with their own place. So now you know that world is very small due to the digitalization, and we can connect anywhere with any people in the world, and we can learn so many things, how China is developing, how Malaysia is developing, how Canada is developing. So we can see the global economy of different countries, and that type of development we can also explore in our place. Even in the village, we can explore that type of agenda and that type of startup, and we can do with the development for the individual. So it is very helpful nowadays to start up any business or to start any that economy. So recently I have started one Montessori teachers training college, just to give you example to the audience. So we receive so many calls from different parts of the India and Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, and I have given just on Facebook. So they know me with the one social media, that is the Instagram and the Facebook. So this is the power of the digitalization. You can connect with the people of different countries, and they know about what you are doing, and because they know that this is beneficial for everyone. So they are asking for me that you give me the expert teachers, trained teachers. So that will be helpful for them. So you can start any type of startup, and you can earn with that, and you can extend your business also. So in this way we can enhance the global economy. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. But like what you mentioned, Dr. Savita, emotional intelligence is still
Yes.
needed, although we are advanced in artificial intelligence, and human touch is definitely, like you say, AI. Okay, if they are self tutoring, Okay, students are many now. College students, school students, workers, and all. They are doing many courses at home with the AI assistance, but they still have frequently asked questions, support system online, and all that. But still, everybody's questions are not the same. Some will be there available at frequently asked question. Some might not be there. So in that instance, they need the real human support. So teachers shouldn't fear that they will go outdated or redundant. To say outdated, definitely not, because schools provide, every government education department, the ministries provide trainings because they know this is crucial. Otherwise, they cannot teach. Yeah, they'll be left behind. But at the same time, the teachers also can take their own initiative to learn further. Obviously, teachers should be better than their students, right? So teachers don't wait for students to ask you questions and you're like, I'll tell you tomorrow. Easy. So you should keep abreast with the latest development in technology
Sure.
as well. You see, like what I was sharing just now, my talk was about AI in education. So you see, before people beginning early times when I got involved in online, people love to invite me not only for the facts I share, they like to see my slides because I spend a lot of time doing the slides, beautiful slides and all that. It takes time and all, but definitely I put my heart into it, and it will take sometimes 2 days. I need to do a slide. I mean, maybe about 10, 15. Not 10, normally it will be 15 to 20. So it takes so long. Of course, you put your personal touch, you do manually, it takes very long time. Like nowadays, like just now, my presentation, I use AI. Of course, I don't just take from AI and just present. No, I do check, I modify, I put my extra points, I change the fonts because sometimes I don't like the font, sometimes I don't like the background color of AI. So all this, still I can do it very fast. In one day, I finish. Actually, that
Yeah.
also too much. Take breaks in between. So this is how AI has facilitated our learning and teaching process. Yeah, it's really interesting. Yes, thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you, ma'am. We get
Thank
so
you.
many ideas, ma'am, from the AI. Okay.
Yeah, I tell you, it's so interesting when you learn how to. I was like a few weeks back. I was sitting. I say, how these people creating images? Let me sit down and try to do. I try to do. I start creating nice pictures. I'm learning to prompt well. I'm improving in prompting. You see, so I got so excited. I was thinking, oh my, no wonder the children, they don't want to take their hands off the gadget, their laptops. Once they know AI, they're going to be really sucked into it if they hopefully for good things. Yeah, if it's good
Yeah.
things, we don't mind. Yeah, but it's so interesting, you know. Yeah, it's thought provoking. It doesn't make you feel bored if you know how
Yep.
to use it correctly. So it's really interesting. Technology is really helpful. Yeah, is there any
Very.
questions,
Yes,
Dr.
actually, it was very interesting what Dr. Savita shared about the courses on entrepreneurship. In Europe, we have very popular projects about virtual companies and how students, they design and implement enterprises virtually. They're getting, there are many competitions on this. It's amazing. And at the same time, we talk about entrepreneurship. It's important to understand global trends, economic issues, different cultural perspectives for
Yes.
working effectively in international markets, because individuals who are culturally competent can better navigate the challenges globalization. They can work across borders, they can respect diversity, which enhances their ability to succeed in a global economy. My country is a very racist. We have a big problem with this. That's why I mentioned this case. And at the same time, you mentioned social and emotional intelligence, ability to understand and manage your emotions, to navigate in the personal relationships is increasingly valued. So these skills can improve customer service, can improve collaboration, leadership, particularly multicultural and diverse environment. Um, so thank you very much for your insights. And what strategies would you suggest? What should educators do to integrate the teaching of 21st century skill in the classroom, in the curriculum?
This is also very important, ma'am. Only knowing about the different type of skills for the teacher is not sufficient. How to implement in the classroom? Because if a teacher is learning something, that is learning only for the students. If we learn and we will not implement in the classroom, that is not useful for everyone. So I prefer to implement in the classroom. And if a teacher knows everything about the 21st century skill, he or she will implement through their teaching learning process. Because see, the teaching is only the concept of three things. That is, the one is the pre-active phase, active phase, and post-active phase. So pre-active phase is the preparation time. A teacher should prepare that what to deliver in the classroom. Suppose a classroom is 40 minutes or 45 minutes or maybe 1 hour. So before that, a teacher should prepare that what to teach in the classroom, and that teaching should be based on the different type of skills. That is that contains the soft skill, that contains the hard skill. Life skills also is very essential, as Esther ma'am has said, that the emotional skills. As you know, that I have seen so many people who are very academically strong, who are sitting on the like highest post, but they are the failure in their family life, they are failure in the
Well,
society
yes, yes.
life. Why? They are lacking the emotional intelligence. So
Yeah.
intelligence, IQ is also very important. And with the IQ, EQ and SQ, that is the social quotient and emotional quotient, is also very important. Because a person in the society, they have to deal with the people. And as you know, that human mind is very dynamic. They will not run with our wish. So how to deal with different type of people in the society? And it is very challenging for a teacher, because you are dealing in the heterogeneous classroom, and a classroom is a different types of children, different socio-economic background. They are emotionally disturbed, maybe they are very genius, they are slow learner. So how to deal with such type of people? That is the some sound is coming out in background.
Yes, yes,
So,
perfectly said.
so
Mhm,
yeah, so teachers
mhm,
should implement all these skills in the classroom. Yes,
mhm.
ma'am.
And of course, it's important to incorporate always real world context tasks,
Yes.
because students need to understand that this is valuable to them in the future life.
Yes.
To to give them tasks that are similar with the challenges that they will face in the future. So to see that they are meaningful tasks,
Yeah.
and they're more engaged when they see how learning applies to real life. Of course, forcing critical thinking, problem solving. But I think, the most important for me is that in this world where students must constantly adapt, the ability to be self-directed and take initiative, be independent, is essential. So teaching students to be responsible for their own learning helps them become, I think, independent learners and fosters lifelong learning habits. This is very, very important to allow them more autonomy in choosing topics, for example, for a research project in project-based learning, for
Yes.
example, or assignments. You give them more choice for assignments, for reading materials.
Yes, ma'am.
So this, if we set goals, if we track the progress, if we reflect on the learning outcomes, this can help students take ownership of their education.
Yeah.
A growth mindset, we could say, encourages students to embrace all these challenges and to persist in difficulties. Global awareness, we mentioned before, cultural competence,
Yes.
um, new methods of assessment, because we don't rely anymore on single standardized tests. We talk
Yes.
about formative and performance-based assessments. So how, now we're coming to this question, how can teachers assess students' proficiency in 21st century skills? Because they're not measurable,
Yeah.
in
Yes.
quantified manner. Mhm.
Yeah. So what I told about the answer of previous question, that teachers has to pass three stages. First is the pre-active phase, that is the preparation phase, and the second one is active phase. When teacher enters in the classroom, then they will interact with their students, and that's 40 and 45 minutes is very crucial like time for the teachers and students, because that is the learning phase. Teachers will teach and students will learn. But now there is no teaching learning. Now there is only learning phase. So now teacher is not a teacher. Now teacher is a guide. Teacher is a
Right.
philosopher. Teacher
Yes.
is a a facilitator. So teacher will guide how to learn. Now we have to focus on learning part, not a teaching part, because the students are not interested to listen you nowadays. But as a teacher we have to make them interesting learning, how they learn everything. And on the process of learning we have to assess the students learning, that through communication they are efficient in communication or not, their creative thinking, their how their thinking are developing or not, creativity. So if a teacher will assess these all life skills, they have to engage them in some activity. So like experiential learning, vocational education pedagogy, these are few methods in which if we bring in the classroom, teachers will just tell them what to do and students will do all activity. And in this process students learn so many things, like students will learn leadership, students will learn teamwork, creativity, critical thinking, communication, collaboration. So there are so many diverse decision making, that is very important, and problem solving, because problem solving is the highest level of learning. And there is three types of learning also, that is the memory level, understanding level, and reflective level. So if the teacher is teaching only, so you will go up to the memory level only. But if the students will learn themselves, they will understand thing, and they will reflection will come. They will go to search in the net, they will go to the library, they will themselves they will do so many activity. So as a teacher we have to assess in this way that really students are learning or not. So our part now, our part is also changed as a teacher. So I
Yes,
think yes,
motivating
ma'am.
the students to do better
Yes,
in whatever they're doing. Yeah,
yes, ma'am.
yeah, it's very true. It's very true. Like you see, yeah, they have online. Yes, as I mentioned, have to come like uh, in classroom. Teachers are going to be guide. Tell them how to go about, how to do. Like say, you have a system, you know, in the you have a system which you are using as self-tutoring system. Yeah, so
Yes,
you
yeah.
teacher have to guide how should you start and how should you find your solution in the system. That's what teacher is, really a guide. Teacher is no more teaching
No.
subjects and A to Z like before. Yeah.
Because
what what
students are
what
not, ma'am, nowadays the students are not ready to accept you as a teacher because they
Yeah,
know everything. They know
they know
everything. They need
everything
a
and they
friend.
don't want to listen. Yeah, they don't like to sit and listen. They don't like, you know.
They do. They
Uh,
want. They are interested to doing something in the classroom or outside the classroom.
yeah.
So this
So
is
that
the.
is why when they go out to work,
Mhm.
it is good, not to say not good, but it shouldn't be 100%. They should not be thinking that, oh, I will do what I think I like. That is not
Yes.
the way.
Yeah.
School is a school where they have to interact both way. They got to listen
Yes.
to the teachers. They got
Mhm.
to learn. It's a two-way interaction.
Yes.
Otherwise, when they go out, this is what we have in the world now. The employees don't listen to their employers. They are not sensitive to the needs of the employers. These are
Mhm.
the products of technology advancement.
Yes.
We can't help it, you see.
Yeah.
So we as teachers, I think you know better, but as for me, what I feel is that teachers should take, not only tell them how to do, what to do, should also take some initiative to interact with
Yes.
them, you
Exactly.
know. Yeah, create bonding with them,
Yes.
teach them. Yeah, now I think teachers really have to teach about emotional intelligence, creative thinking,
Mhm.
empathy. All this we got to teach. It's supposed to start from family, but it's not really working now. So teachers should also spend time with this. So have more interactive sessions with them about not only about education, about social life. They
Yes.
are related to what they study. So this could help them, to be more emotionally intelligent, like I say, social quotient, and all that.
Yes.
Uh, I
Thank
think
you,
this
ma'am.
is what. is needed now. I don't know. You got to assess because you are teaching. You are the principal.
Exactly. So now the teaching learning situation is drastically changed, ma'am, and there is a paradigm shift in the teaching learning process. So
So
if we,
how do you think? Do you enjoy it this way, or you still
yeah,
prefer the?
no, I am enjoying this way, and I always try to modify more in the, like in the environment should be joyful, because if you
Yes,
make the environment like student friendly, they will enjoy the learning teaching process,
yes, yes.
and that is
I'm
very
happy.
important. What happened earlier, teachers come to the classroom and they started teaching, whether
Half of
students
them
are
sleeping.
learning or not.
Half of them will be sleeping. Half of them will be drifting away somewhere. Maybe not in their own country. They are somewhere else. You
Yeah,
know,
everywhere. but
because
now
they
that is
can't focus very long, right?
but now it is very important. The first, when you enter in the classroom, you have to make your students ready for the taking your teaching. If they are
Yeah.
not ready to listen you, they will not understand anything.
So
And
what do you
as
do
a teacher,
normally, Dr. Savita? How
yeah,
you
yeah,
prepare the students to
yeah,
listen to you?
actually, yeah,
Can you give us
actually, ma'am,
example?
yeah, actually, ma'am, that I always like for my teachers, I always say that you have to prepare lesson plan, because lesson plan give you idea what you teach in like 40 minutes or 1 hour, and
Mm.
sometimes lesson plan you keep in paper. If you don't have time, you prepare lesson plan in your mind, that what you are going to
Oh,
teach in 40 minutes or 45 minutes, how
like in
you
Malaysia, we have record book, you know.
yes,
Every
yes, we
teacher has
have.
a record book. It's so thick. You have to put everything in writing. All your
Yes.
lesson plans got to be there.
Yeah, in
You know.
in my college, ma'am, we have lesson plan for every teachers are
Ah,
preparing lesson plan. They are showing me, if I will say okay, then only they will teach that lessons, otherwise they have to modify that lessons as per the students requirement,
yes,
because
yes.
our
You have
focus,
still have to modify.
yes, our is training, teachers training college. We are preparing teachers. So our focus is how to prepare a good teacher, because they are going to different schools and they are teaching the new young
Different
mind.
students.
So,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yeah. And
Even young
second
man, they
thing
have
very
different level, right?
important, yeah, and second thing is very important, ma'am. Involvement of the students in the teaching learning process. If as a teacher you are not able to engage your students in the 40 minutes, you are not a successful teacher. So if you
Yes,
want to excel in your profession, you know that how to engage your students in the classroom, even in any profession, ma'am, not in
yes.
education. If any
Even in
profession you have,
speaking, we got to
yeah,
engage the audience.
yeah,
Yes,
if
exactly.
you are doing any business, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are like running any company, you have to know that how to deal the people, how to engage them in the work. So that is very
Yeah,
important, and even in teaching, that is very important, involvement of
yeah.
students in your teaching. If they are not interested to listen to you, how they will understand, and how they
Yes.
you assess those students if they are not understanding. So that
Can you
is
remember, Dr. Savita? Sometimes we see the bell rings, the students start to run home or run. You know, they're just waiting to run away.
they are
Still,
they are not interested.
this
Not
happens still. Dr. Estera, don't laugh because this happened already. It's happening. Still.
Now, it's still
so
happening.
teacher will
Yeah,
go
it
dance
is
from the classroom, students will run away from the classroom. This is the situation. Still, this situation is still prevents, ma'am, in so many
Yes,
classrooms.
yes, yes. Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
No, no, they will come because they have to come. If they don't come, they're in trouble. So right after that, if they don't enjoy the class, they'll be like, "Oh, let me go! I'm running." You know? Sometimes they leave
So
their
now
things. You know, some students leave their things.
nowadays, ma'am, this is a big challenge for a teacher to manage the
Oh, is it?
classroom, to
Oh,
to like keep the students in the classroom for 40 minutes or 45 minutes without disturbing.
yeah. Exactly, exactly. Examination is even worse, right? Like you
Yeah,
see,
yeah, yeah.
we were very shocked. You see, like now, like Malaysia, teachers are given all sort of trainings to teach and all that. And last year, the high school, 17 years old, okay, this is a very important exam. 8,000 of them did not sit for the exam.
Oh.
Those days, maybe you just find a few. Here now, 8,000 did not sit for the important exam. After that, they will go to, they call it Form 6, lower pre-universities, 2 years, or they go to colleges to pursue their courses. But they don't even sit for that. That's a basic requirement to continue their studies. They are not sitting for the exam. And out of 8,000, 6,000 is the national school. So here is a big hoo-ha going on in Malaysia. We are all asking to change the education system, revamp it. It's horrible. Never
What
like
was the
this.
reason, ma'am, for that? What were the
Pardon?
reasons? What were the reasons for that? Why
The
students have
reason,
done?
because, okay, there could be many reasons, Dr. Savita, actually. Many
Okay.
reasons.
Okay.
One, because, nowadays children, the parents cannot tell them what to do. Yeah, they cannot tell them what to do. They cannot control them in any way, even in a nice way. So they can't control them. Children nowadays have their own mind. They want to be free. All this influence of social media, influences of friends, today to be teacher and parents is the most difficult job on this earth now. Being parents is no more a pleasant thing. It's pleasant when the child is born only.
Very challenging.
Yeah. And then as the child grow, yeah, it's so wonderful to see the child growing. That is the only thing. The moment the child hits, I mean, even some of them having problem as young as 4, 5 years old, the children are giving problem because they are not disciplined.
Yeah.
Parents believe you cannot touch the children, you cannot scold the children.
Yes.
You must know when to scold, you must know when to hug them, show them love and care. There must be discipline. Discipline does not mean that you have to cane. You see? So there's no discipline. Nowadays, parents need to be disciplined.
Yes.
Because they themselves are employees at employers' place, and they give problem to employers. So what do you expect their child to be? They give problem outside. Everybody. If the child is obedient at home, when they go out to school, they won't trouble others. If the parents bring the child well, discipline them well, teach them what is right, what is not right, how to behave at home, how to behave outside, then the children will not be troublemaker. And how to respect teachers, why you have to respect teachers. Those days parents teach.
Yes.
So what my dad says to my brothers and all, if I hear any complaint from your teacher, if your teacher give you 1 cane, I give you 10 cane. Don't ever let me hear that you misbehave in school. But nowadays, parents marching into the headmaster's office and picking a fight.
Yes.
You see? That is why their children is not doing well in life. Even they can be brilliant, they are not doing well in life. They are not happy people. They produce very unhappy children because they make teachers who teach them. They think by them paying the school fees, they can buy the teacher. No, there's no price they can pay for teachers. So this is how the parents take care of the children is how the children will grow, and how the end of the day, how they're going to be happy. Parents are very unhappy when the children are grown up.
Yes.
Worse, even after marriage. When they're teenager, finish. You see? So a lot of things, because I meet many parents, and I did my parenting and all, a lot of courses for school children and all that. So I meet a lot of cases. Even as young as 12 years old is giving headache to the mother. And then because of this, the parents quarrel. Parents pointing finger at each other. You are not looking after the children. I'm working, the father says. Mother says, I'm also working. I'm coming home and doing this. You see or not? There's a lot of fight. What went wrong? So first, the parents have to have the meeting of mind. They have to know, they have to discuss on how they have to bring up their children, what to teach them, teach them how to behave at home, even with the siblings. Even they are picking fight with the siblings, they go out and pick fight with their colleagues, their peers in schools, right? They become, if they are troublemaker at home, they are troublemaker outside. So You see, we don't want troublemakers in the society. So everything, starts from home, and teachers, I feel very sad for the teachers nowadays. But
Yes.
again, the adults are not so bad. University students, college students, they have their own set of problems, but they
Yeah.
don't really trouble teachers, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, they don't really trouble teachers like the younger ones. The younger ones really headache. You see. So, and the one who's grown up, university students, college students, they give headache to their family because they choose their own lifestyle. You see, they feel
Exactly.
very independent and they choose their own lifestyle, and they give headaches to
Mhm.
the parents. So their lecturers got to be their good friends.
Yes.
You see, yeah.
Yes.
So thank you so much. Such an interesting sharing today, Dr. Savita. And
Thank you.
thank you
Thank
for
you so
coming and
much.
sharing your very insightful sharing about teacher skill today. And of course, you are very experienced, and I'm very sure our audience would have benefited much from your sharing. And Professor Rania, please
Yes.
do the closing. Thank
Yes,
you.
just want to add this. So we talked about creativity. Dr. Savita, since STEM education is on the rise, I think that if we talk about assessment, we need to promote more open-ended challenges that
Yes.
require students to think outside the box and generate novel ideas. That could be, for example, to create their own devices, their patents,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
participate in space programs. Something more innovative is STEM education is
Yes.
nowadays a new trend. And about assessment, very popular, at least here in Greece, it's portfolios. Portfolios provide this comprehensive view of a student's growth. So it is, I think, very useful for the whole learning journey. And peer self-assessment also is something that would be interesting. Of course, this requires that in the beginning we need to provide students with rubrics with clear criteria for each skill.
Yes.
Uh, no, so we need to create a skill-specific rubrics that break down each 21st century skill into measurable behaviors. A rubric
Yes.
for collaboration, for example, might include criteria such as participation or communication or conflict resolution or teamwork. A rubric for creativity could assess originality, flexibility, the ability. So students need to be aware of this. And if we talk about real world scenarios that I mentioned before, scenario based assessment would be very interesting to simulate real life situations that require students to apply critical thinking and collaboration in context. So, in order to assess 21st century skills, we believe that we need a combination of authentic performance based assessments, of self assessments, observation, portfolios, um, and all this could provide a comprehensive picture of student proficiency. So, Mrs. Savita, how do cross-cultural skills and global awareness contribute to success in multinational companies organization?
Yeah, ma'am, that is very important that we have emphasis on different type of skills. Suppose first is soft skills that emotional intelligence come, leadership skill come, and how to talk, way of sitting, way of talking. Even you have seen so many officers, they are very highly educated, but they don't know that how to talk, how to behave. So that is very important, your way of talking, and how to meet the people. So these we learn from that when other culture also. So when we talk about the cross cultural skill, we something we know from you, something we learn from ma'am, something you learn from us. So in this way that we will be expert in so many skills, life skills, soft skills, even the other type of skills. So that is very important for a success, global success. If you want to excel in any field, you have to expertise teachers in own type of skills. And that is for, especially for an institution and for an organization, it is very important. They have to give training to their employees, they have to training to their people who are working with them, because they are coming from the different background. They may or may not given exposure to such type of skills, they don't learn earlier. But if once they become the member of any institution and organization, this is our duty to provide training for them. As you know that you are also giving, ma'am is also giving, so type of so there are so many types of training in the soft skills, in the life skills. So we should train such type of people for the development of organization, for the development of the institution. And if an institution, if an organization will develop, then only we think about the development of any state or nation or like the people. So that is my own viewpoint. Maybe that ma'am will share something more.
No, yeah,
Yes.
fantastic. It's really fantastic what you said, shared, Dr. Savita. But again, with all these teachers' skills, the what we teach the students and all that, I think parents in this 21st century need parenting even more than never like before, because parents need parenting skill as well, how to handle
Yes,
their
yes.
children, you see, young adult,
That's, yeah, that's why, ma'am, this is very important that we keep the parent teacher meeting, because
yeah,
like students are staying with us 6 to 7 hours. We know there
yeah.
are so many my students are weak in those things, or they are not know about these things. Maybe parents are unknown about their own child. So if the teachers and parents will meet, we will talk about the student, what they needs for the all-round development. And that parents road are different,
Most
teachers
of
road
them
are
don't
different.
come.
But
Most of
but
them don't come for the meetings
but
because they
if
are
we,
working, you
yeah,
know. Then
but
what the
that is
school
very
should do,
important,
Dr.
ma'am, for the
Savita. Dr. Savita, what the
yes.
school should do? Keep record of the parents who don't come for the teachers' parents meeting. And when they come back to complain about their children or they complain about the teacher, tell them
Yeah,
you never took initiative.
yeah,
You
yeah,
see?
yeah,
So
we face
parents
problem in
got
this.
no time. They think it's the
Yeah,
teacher's job to mold their children,
yeah.
whereas it is their job. They have to start it first. Teachers are
They are
teachers.
paying money for this.
No, what money? So many hours you're working. They got to pay even more than what they're paying currently. To keep the children's, from them. Because many parents, when it comes to school holiday, they'll be thinking, where am I going to dump my children? I can't handle them. You know, you see.
But both parents
So
and teachers will talk on this issue. If there is any problem, that will be beneficial for the betterment of a student,
yes,
for
that's
their
why I
own
say,
child.
yeah, above everything,
Yes.
parents should take initiative to learn about parenting. They
Mhm.
must have networking, with the other parents, with the teachers. This is very
Yes.
important. Your child is sent to school, they learn, come back, learn, come back, learn, come back. They are not going to go far in life, you see. So we have to lock them from all angle so that
Yes.
we can nurture them well. You see, like you plant something, you must put a small fencing, right? Otherwise you have grass coming, overgrowing that, the plant, and destroying it, and not just like that. Our child is just like that. In the center, we teachers, parents, and the
Yeah.
society must lock them in a very nice environment so they will grow well. Yeah. So
But
thank you so much. Yeah, Dr.
yeah, but
Savita.
ma'am, but ma'am, our purpose is to develop the students, to develop the children in all around development, and for that, the parents and teachers have to come on one platform. Then only we
Yes,
talk about the problem and we come out some solution with some solution.
yes, exactly. Otherwise, whatever you implement in school, whatever tools, whatever techniques you use is not going to be useful. Yeah, it's going to be only short lived, you see. So parents and teachers have to work together in helping the children. Maybe sometimes you might have a meeting. You can schedule, you can ask the teachers to schedule time to meet the parents with the students, before the student comes in, meet the parents. After that, with the student, talk to them, show the child that you both care for the child. You see, so all these can do a lot of activities to, to enhance to strengthen the bonding between parents, teachers, and students. Yeah, really
Yes.
very fruitful sharing. We have already exceeded 1 hour. So almost 1 hour. So Dr. Rania, can we close the
Yes,
session?
of
Thank you
course.
for coming,
Yes,
Dr.
yes.
Savita. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Savita Mitra from India.
Happy
Dr. Esther,
International Women's
participant.
Day.
Yes,
Happy
of
Yeah,
course.
International Women's Day.
Our audience.
For me,
to
every
our,
day is a Women's Day. Every day is a Women's Day because every day I'm busy.
for us, every day is Women's Day. I enjoy my dive. I dedicated my dive for the development of society, and I enjoy. I'm
Yeah,
very thankful
yeah,
for my parents to bring to me
yes.
this beautiful one.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. Me too. Now I and Dr. Rani are also very busy with the space program. I'm really overworked, but still happy. And because of all this, the technology making my life a little bit busier because I supposed to visit schools, and now people are helping me online. We create posters, we put the QR code, and getting registrations coming in. You see, so it's so helpful. Otherwise, I have to go physically, and it takes time. Not only take time to go physically to the schools, to get them to do things, it will take time. A lot of formalities. But still online, we still have to follow some procedures. So yeah, it's not everybody can serve a community. You need the heart. You should be made for that. Otherwise, you cannot.
Yes.
You cannot withstand. We cannot withstand. I really admire the teachers. The teachers nowadays, I really admire them. Their job is really tough, very tough.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dr. Rania, please.
Oh, yes. It's my honor to give the closing remarks to the Forum Real Talk with Experts. What a joy to organize this forum online and be able to welcome experts and dignitaries in the field of education, which is a good sign to collaborate together to enhance the education system globally. I would strongly emphasize that the slogan called Education for All accomplished the mission and vision of elegant and higher education. Thank you very much, Dr. Savita Mishra, for highlighting the demand for new adaptable skills is stronger than ever in this world of a globalized economy, constant change. And in this new landscape, 21st century skills are not just desirable, but necessary for success. These skills are not just about preparing students for the workforce, they're about preparing them for life. They're foundation for lifelong learning, helping students to stay curious, navigate the challenges they will face, and to remain adaptable in a world that is ever changing. And these skills equip our students to thrive in a connected world where knowledge is constantly evolving. As educators, it is our responsibility to ensure that we are not just passing on information, but also nurturing these essential skills in our students. The journey, however, doesn't end in the classroom, because as we embrace the skills, we must also empower students to use them beyond the school walls. We need to encourage them to collaborate across cultures, think critically about global issues, and innovate in ways that have the potential to change the world. As we move forward, let's remember that the true purpose of 21st century skills is not only to help our students succeed in their careers, but to help them become thoughtful, engaged, and responsible citizens. It is our duty to help them see the value of the skills and understand how they can make a meaningful impact. So let's continue to adapt, to innovate, and inspire the next generation. Together we have the power to shape a future where every student is equipped to succeed, not just in school, but in life. Before I let you go, let us give a big thank you to Ambassador Professor Esther Mala, the brain, the heart of Elegant and higher education, as a project director. See you soon next week with another interesting topic.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, audience. Thank you. Bye.